Good morning, afternoon, everyone. Today, I will present the current situation of the war between the United States and Iran. I will explain its origins, the main actors, the types of military operations, consequences, international impact, and possible outcomes. To understand this war, we need to look at both the historical tensions and the recent events. Historically, U.S. Iran relations have been strained since the 1979 Iranian Revolution, with conflicts over Iran's nuclear program, sanctions, and influence in the Middle East. The immediate escalation in 2026 started when the United States and Israel carried out targeted airstrikes on Iranian-backed positions. Iran responded with missile attacks on U.S. bases and allies. This military exchange has triggered the current conflict. It is a struggle for regional power and influence, not just territory. The main actors in this war are the United States and Iran, but several other parties are involved. Israel supports the U.S. with military operations, while Iranian-backed militias in Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon are also active. International organizations like the United Nations monitor the situation, and countries like Russia and China are involved diplomatically. The conflict involves multiple forms of warfare. There are airstrikes and missile attacks, drone strikes, and even cyber operations targeting military and infrastructure systems. Both sides use advanced military technology to hit strategic locations while trying to minimize their own losses. Unfortunately, the war has already caused significant human and material losses. There have been civilian and military casualties, destruction of infrastructure, and displacement of local populations. Cities and military bases have been heavily affected, and the humanitarian situation is serious. The conflict affects not only the Middle East, but also the global economy. Oil prices have surged, and international trade has been disrupted. Countries around the world are concerned about instability. Neighboring countries in the Gulf and beyond are closely monitoring the situation. Efforts to de-escalate the conflict are ongoing. The United Nations and other international actors have called for dialogue, while some countries are trying to mediate peace talks. However, deep mistrust between the U.S. and Iran makes diplomacy challenging. Peace will require compromise, trust, and international cooperation. The war could continue to escalate if no diplomatic solution is found. There is a risk that other countries in the region could be drawn in, and the consequences could become even more serious. In conclusion, the U.S.-Iran conflict is the result of long-standing tensions and recent military actions. It remains a significant challenge for peace in the Middle East. Understanding this conflict helps us see the complexity of modern international relations. Thank you for listening.